This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
What's up, Cracker? Hey, it's Rusty. I was just thinking about you, so I figured I'd give you a shout, but you're probably sleeping because you need your daggum beauty sleep and stuff, so you're not as sexy as me, but it's okay. There's hope for you, yeah. All right, brother. Later.
It is March 29th, 2022. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marnie Winfield.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast. And I had no idea what open I was hitting today, and I'm so glad I hit that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, as my friend Rusty passed away, and God, that felt really good to hear his voice. And he was always joking like that, too. And I really needed that right then. I had no idea. It was the yellow button, and I was like, I have no idea which one this is. Yeah, it was one of those days. But what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't drink.
Yeah.
I almost accomplished something today that was fun.
Are you talking about the construction project?
Oh, I mean, is that what we're calling it?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Well, I was just going to say that this segment brought to you by Marty and Corey's Furniture Installation. No, it's not really installation, is it?
No.
What would you call it? Assembly.
Brought
to you by Marty and Corey's Furniture Assembly. You want to put together? Give them a call. They'll do it. Please wait for 2 weeks for delivery. And parts may be missing or broken. Refunds, they don't have those. Payment due at delivery. Yeah, we could do that. That's what the show was brought to you by today. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, we were putting together this filing cabinet. What a pain in the ass that was, huh?
Yes.
Whew.
And I wasn't even like part of it at the beginning because there was too many pieces. So it just was overwhelming. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to kind of monitor, I guess. Supervise.
Yeah. It's getting the sliding doors. We got it pretty damn close to the finished, but it's 11:27. We still hadn't done a podcast. Obviously we're doing it right now. Yeah.
It's one of those things where like all those pieces of, is it real wood? I don't even know. Pressed wood, whatever it is, went through down some stupid assembly line that needs to be like right to the centimeter in order for it all to be able to fit together like it does. And the amount of time that took us, we probably could have like grown a tree, chopped the tree down, cut the tree into pieces,
yeah,
and made it fit right ourselves.
I mean, a centimeter is pretty big, but yeah, it had to be at least down to a 1/16 of an inch. And this stuff is off about a 1/4 of an inch. And it's not one of those, oh, maybe you got it upside down. No, tried that. It only goes one way. And we had the same problem with this entertainment center thing we bought a couple weeks ago, where it wasn't milled right, which again, it's pretty cheap. So you can just take like a
box cutter,
just cut a corner off, like it'll make it a square somehow.
The worst part is like, you can't just ship it back.
No, yeah.
By the time you get everything all packed back away,
I'd rather just try to burn it.
I
don't know, something about fire. I don't know. Didn't make it to the house.
I don't know. I'm rethinking purchasing anything like that anymore off of Amazon. Mm-hmm. I'd rather just go to like Office Depot and
cheap either.
Buy it already put together. It's not like it's that difficult. It's just a lot of little tiny pieces, and when it's not all
kind of hurting our business here.
I don't even care.
This broadcast still brought to you by.
It's BS.
No, I would charge somebody like to put that together. Probably about $1,700
to put something like that together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, it'll be done. By Marty and Corey's Furniture Assembly. Yeah. I mean, but that's my point, though. Is nobody would pay me that to put that together. I mean, it would be for charity, it'd be donation, but man, that'd suck. I would not, I'd rather not. I was like, can we just go fishing or something? Like, get all my fishing buddies, teach somebody how to fish. Like, if you're going to do charity stuff, I'm saying. Like,
oh, yeah.
I don't think it'd be fun. I mean, it probably would be fun for some people. You were laughing, watching me putting furniture together.
Yeah.
And that's at the end, I was like, oh, and you just start laughing. And I was like, what? So I was like, oh, hell, that doesn't look right. And you were just, I hear that from the other room, laughter.
No, it was because as soon as I left the room, I was like, I'm going to go in. And you're like, are you tired? I'm like, I'm not really. I was more tired knowing that we had to come in here and still do this, which like means that I'm that much farther away from bed time. And so, and then I came in here and then all at first I heard was just cussing. And then it was like lots of talking to yourself. And then I'm like, I don't know when he's going to get back in here. He's going to try to stay out there till it's done. See, that's what my dad says about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought about staying out there, but yeah, it was a weird day in recovery, and it's a busy day for me today, and some meetings and some phone calls and some talking and then some therapy talking. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to take a nap. And I was like, no, I'm going to go get that filing cabinet and bring it up and I'm going to put it together. And then dinner and then back to put it together, phone call with my pops. And then now I'm doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm. It's a busy day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking to the correction officers of that place.
Hey, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Grand Traverse County Jail. And it was all right. I kind of laid it down because I don't know. It's hard, like these guys are just, they've been through this like training stuff or whatever they're doing all day. And then we show up, Laura and I and Justin and Tracy. And then this other new lady, I think her name was Chad, I'm not sure, but she was nice. Mm-hmm. And when she said she was new, I kind of jumped on that opportunity and I said, all right, great. Well, then we should fill her in on what she has to do. And she's like, huh? And I was like, every time I say blue, you have to stand up and say Jesus and like wave your hands. And she's like, look at me and like, Laura's like, Corey, stop. And I was like, no, serious. Like, that's what we do. I was like, it's her first day, so we're just going to let her not do her job. And I was like playing serious with it. And it was funny to me and to this lady who's like, who is this dude? And what in the hell is he talking about? Because Catholic Human Services is who our friend Laura works for. And she asked if I would, come and speak. So I did. And it starts off and we're talking about recovery coaching. And she's like, you guys know what you guys ever heard of peer recovery coach? And people are just kind of like, I've been here all day. Like, who are these people? No, we don't know what that is. What are you talking about? And I was like, well, you guys know what a coach is, right? And then I'm like, you don't know what a coach is? And they're like, yeah, we know what a coach is. And then I just kind of broke it down for them. It's like, okay, look, so you guys are correction officers here in Grand Traverse County. So if you got the bad news, like you're getting transferred to Berrien County, I could stand up here and tell you that I used to live in Berrien County. I can give you the details of Berrien County. You wouldn't discredit what I'm saying. You probably would believe it. And I'd say, hey, these are the bad parts. Here's the good parts, whatever. But you would rather talk to somebody who already works at Berrien County as a correction officer. That's going to help you out a lot more. And I kind of explain it like that. That's what a peer recovery coach is. Like when we meet with people, we can give them resource. We've been there. We don't know what everybody needs. Mm-hmm. You would obviously know what a woman would need more than I would. And that's not being sexist. That's just being real because you've been through a lot more and you could utilize a lot more resources, that I wouldn't even think about. So it helps, that we've been through that. So when someone comes to me like Justin, he would come to me early on in his recovery and say, hey man, blah, blah, blah. And here, you call this. I don't know if you'll get my therapist, but you can get that office. It's right down the road from where you're going to be staying. It'll be good for you, like those type of things. But just to know, yeah, somebody's been there. Of course, it's just natural. Mm-hmm. Some people take offense to it. Like, oh, well, I went to school for 80,000 years. And that's cool too. And like I'm saying, I lived in that area. I know about it, you know, and that's cool. Like I said, they wouldn't take anything away from me, but they would just rather hear it from somebody who actually worked in that and was in that situation. They would find it more helpful.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm not trying to say like, oh, those people don't know how. No, not saying that at all. Just saying, you know, that's the peer level, and some connect better than others, you know. And the peer recovery coaching model, they'll tell you, oh, you're not supposed to be their friend. You're not supposed to take them places. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. You know, you're finding resources, and that's where I think the coaching part comes in. Is hey, you kind of set them up and let them go. You know, there are sponsors that they can go get if they need a sponsor, you know, someone to talk to. Because some people get it confused too. And they're like, what is a recovery coach? Like, I thought it was like a sponsor. I could call you. I'm having a bad day.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, maybe you can. But we're not counselors. We're not therapists.
I think that it's important to know that, yes, recovery coaching, yes, you're certified and trained to do so. That being said, that every recovery coach, you know, has moral and ethical guidelines that you follow, professionalism, etc. But at the end of the day, every recovery coach is going to have a different relationship with their recoveries. You know what I mean? In terms of obviously professional relationship, but just like a therapist and a client, you know, every therapist has a different flow, a different presentation, a different way they hold themselves, a different way they talk to you, you know, and, I don't know. It's one of those things where just like sponsors, you know, some sponsors will fit you, some won't. So.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. And it depends who you talk to. And I am not, I mean, I've taken the training and all that jazz. So I'm technically a certified peer recovery coach, but I don't work for an organization, you know, that's like, hey, follow these steps and these guidelines. Here's what we do. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, don't make out with them. Like, you know, the basics.
Right. But I'm talking about like where they say that recovery coaches are just resources. And that's partly why I don't work for those places, you know, and not that everybody meets my friend, but I don't know. We all have a connection, you know, and that's, I think, the hard part for me to kind of draw the line with, because the people in recovery, that's my people. And I have a bond with them, you know, with everybody in recovery. We have this bond, you know, and that's what's going to make the UFAM rally so much fun too, is you get out there, there's thousands of people and we're all in recovery. It's just like, I don't know, it's this huge party and everybody's having fun and nobody's getting wasted. So, yeah. So that was my little share about that. And then I said a word that left some speechless, which I thought was pretty funny. And the guy said, you should start your own podcast. And I said, I know. No, because I was shameless plugs up there, you know, from the podcast and, you know, for our website and resources and stuff like that. What? I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
Somebody's got to say something. I just can't believe sometimes that, you know, coming up on our 3-year anniversary of 217 recovery, like it just doesn't even seem real sometimes. It seems like it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my friend Rob Robinson, who's going to make, or he's making a movie right now about radio and like older days radio. It's really cool. Not like older days, but it's really cool. Of course, you know, being an old radio guy, I'm interested, but we were talking and he has his own podcast too. It's called Radio Days, if you're interested. And he was like, how many podcasts have you done? You know, and I told him, you know, it's, I don't know, close to 650 now, I would think. And he's just like, my God, man. He's like, I thought I did something great when I hit 50. I was like, yeah, I remember those days. And I told him, I was like, we have the most episodes of any recovery podcast, you know, like that's crazy. And he's just like, my God, you know, and he talked about the people that start a podcast and then kind of fall off and then just kind of lose interest. And I told him that's one of the things that kept me sober. It still keeps me sober. And it's cool that people listen, you know, all over the world. Like that's pretty cool. But it's about me getting things off my chest. It's about me doing something at the end of the day that I have to remain sober for myself. And then I just snagged you along and said, hey, my co-host, I really want to try out our new wireless microphones. Oh, I'm so excited for the UFAM rally.
I know you are. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And Tyrone's going to be there. I'm just in my head. It's going to be what we're going to do, or at least what my plans are. If you've seen the video where I wear Chris make the helmet, you know what I'm talking about. Or I made Chris wear the helmet that I made to a meeting. He was supposed to wear it to 3 meetings, but I think he only did 1, and then COVID shut everything down. But I put all kinds of stickers on it and stuff because he lost the Super Bowl bet that he didn't even want to make, but somehow I roped him into it. So yeah, it'll be fun. And in my mind, like I said, it's already kind of like a circus, what we're going to be doing out there and the stuff. I'm going to have Tyrone. He's going to be the crazy stunt boy. He doesn't know that yet. Hi, Tyrone. Hopefully you're listening. He's been listening to the podcast a lot, and he's like, man, you got some good microphones, Winfield.
Man.
Yeah.
I know. It'll be fun. But other than that, somebody I heard was talking a little smack. That's kind of flattering. This person doesn't even know me. And, the stuff that we're trying to do with 217 Recovery in Northern Michigan, we're going to be out with this outreach van. And it's cool. We get to go to different places, and you don't know who knows how to find these resources and who doesn't. So the more places that we can be to say, hey, if you want help, if you don't, that's cool too. What's up? That's what we're about. And, getting people to actually trust other people and maybe get some help. That's why not?
Right.
We didn't do it last year. So I don't know. Like, these are things that I wanted to do. And I've been talking about it for a while too. And Tyrone, a good friend, actually lived at the homeless shelter. So he knows these people, and he lived there for a minute, so he kind of has seen firsthand, like, okay, this is what, could happen. And this guy doesn't know. And these people don't know. And who do they call? I don't know. And it's overwhelming sometimes for people. And to just have somebody show up and go, hey, let me help you with that.
Or how about just show up and say, hey, we care about you. Like, even if it's only that. And if, let's say, only 10, because it's not we're chasing people down.
No.
We're just going to be there. Well, we're going to be available, right?
Any questions, we'll
so
answer them.
we're there. We're not pushing anything. We're not selling anything.
No.
We just want to be able to talk to you. If you want to talk to us, to let you know that there's help out there.
Yeah.
And you don't have, like you say all the time, you don't have to live this way anymore. Not in those words, but just, it's one of those things there sometimes that people need to hear. And if only one person that day takes something with them with a spark of hope, that's worth it.
Yeah. That's what we're about, man. But I heard this dude and this other lady were, I can't believe that they're doing, because I guess they do something similar. Well, hey, man, go do your thing.
Good for you. You know what?
Nobody's
Whoever
stopping you.
says, I wish there was less people that were giving resources for, help out there.
Those people. I don't know.
Well, shame on them. That's
I know.
ridiculous.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even have time to shame on them. I'm just saying, like, just do your thing. Do your thing. Don't worry about what we do. Start a podcast.
You want to help more people than you help.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a cool goal. But yeah, just I wanted to slap them.
You want to
Just
shame them.
kidding.
You don't want to shame them. You just want to slap them.
Yeah. No, this is the Will Smith thing.
Oh, I gotcha. I'm with you.
Yeah. But no, it's when at first I was like, what? Whatever. It's just, it goes to show you. And I was told early on, if somebody's hating on you for something that you're doing, they're just kind of mad at themselves for not doing what they should be doing themselves, so, and I, whatever it is, I don't have time for it. And, it's kind of sad a little bit, but you just kind of think, hey, well, that person where they're at, they can say, I haven't drank for 10 years. Okay, cool, bro. How about working on yourself a little, like, think about things before you say them to people in public, like, don't react. How about you act? Don't be the Will Smith. But again, I don't tell people what to do. They can do whatever they want. I'm just saying for myself, I just choose to act, and there it is. So, but I had to deal with that, and it was something I had to process. And yeah, at first, I was, but then it's like, hold on, man, let's slow this down a minute. Screw them. I really don't care. I don't know them. They don't know me. I mean, that's cool. They know of me, but we're just trying to help people, man. That's all we're trying to do. And we're going to, and I can't wait because we're going to have fun with that too. Cooking up hot dogs. I was told we could cook hot dogs for people.
Really? At the UFAM rally?
No. At some of these places we're going to be going to.
You're going to just bring a grill along?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I think, can you do it with like a torch?
What?
Like a butane? Like,
no.
I mean, no.
No.
I can't be driving around with a grill.
Oh, but you're going to drive around with a butane for?
The man don't have a tailgate. You gotta have a tail. Maybe not. I don't know. We got a tent though.
You could be like a George Foreman. Plug it in. Family size. Like 5 hot dogs at a time.
I'll be there grilling hot dogs on the George Foreman. Tyrone will be stirring up some Kool-Aid. Be a good old time, man.
Yeah, like hot plates plugged in all over the place.
Yeah, it's going to be a sight to see.
One of those big McDonald's coolers you used to have at like your track events.
Yeah.
Like field day.
Tyrone just...
With McDonald's orange drink in there.
But no, Tyrone makes some Kool-Aid though. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be, people are probably going to come up to us and ask us if we need resources. Hey, you guys need some help? Like, I don't know who drove you here. Like, we did. Big old Kool-Aid smile. We drove ourselves here. Like, that'd be funny. Please show up. What are you guys doing? Bugging these people. They're just trying to live here, man. We're like, yeah, we're seeing if they need help. Big red Kool-Aid smile.
They're like, how'd those hot dogs go over today? Oh, we only have like 10 left out of 50. How many do you guys eat?
Tyrone and I just playing war with cards. You guys playing there? War? Go fish? I don't know. You gotta laugh. You got to. I can't wait. And yeah, we'll test those microphones. I really wanted to do it tonight and like have you like walk to a different room and see how it worked out. I know, real distance with that, but
It's got to be, it's Bluetooth connected, right?
no. Well, no.
Okay.
No, there's like a little adapter because we got some wireless and then we got another one and there's a different other one. And you just hook this thing up to the back of it. The other one plugs into the board. And I just pot it up as a microphone. But there is one that is Bluetooth.
You told me one of them was Bluetooth.
Yeah, but I don't know technology. What is that? What's technology?
You mean
Space?
like how it, well, you'd have to use like a hotspot or something.
Well, yeah, because you need something with the internet of the space world to get you to that, right?
I'm just saying, well, we're going to be in Lansing. I just don't know.
What's up, Verizon? I noticed I got my email today. That's God saying that I should reach out to Verizon.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how that goes. I'll let you know if Verizon supports recovery.
Okay.
Find out. I'll say it just like that too. Told people on the podcast that I'm going to let them know.
Aren't they like the authorized dealers? Aren't those individually owned? Not like the main stores, but like, not like Radio Shack, but.
I'll get our resources director on that actually.
All right. Note taken.
See if that can get done. We didn't talk about Jay Moore. That was a good show.
We didn't?
No.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it was fun. We didn't get to do anything we wanted to. Kind of wussed out. And then, yeah. But I don't know. Our hotel sucked. I mean, there was a lot of things that sucked about it. But at the end of the day, we didn't focus on those things. And, the actual show was funny.
Well, for like a spur of the moment, kind of impromptu, like, let's go to a comedy show in Grand Rapids. It worked out. I mean, what are the chances that he was playing that next day or he was going to be?
Yeah.
performing.
And it was funny, like this club, I don't even know. I mean, it definitely was a bar. But
it reminded me of like a wedding reception
hall. Yeah. I'm sure that's what it used to be or once was. But they turned this upstairs of this place into, I don't know. Yeah, it was a makeshift comedy club for the weekend.
Yeah.
And it was cool. The guy that opened for Jay, right before Jay was funny, he came out and he was like, yeah, you guys don't know, but all this stuff was in my writer, you know, like this big chandelier thing that's right in front of my face that blocks half the crowd, you know, and because that's how it was. He's like, this stage, he's like, no, I want something like you just put it together today. Like, you know, like It was really, really funny how he was kind of tearing up the place, but it was a good time, and we had fun in recovery, and we met other people in recovery.
We did.
On the stairs.
There was a group of like 6 or 7 of them.
It was like 8.
Okay, 8.
Because they kept running past us, and they're like, "There's eight of us. Get up here." And then,
But then they're like, "We're in
12,
recovery."
and
We're
I'm
like, "All right, you're cool. It's
like,
fine."
there's more than 8 going by me here. Yeah, but they saw my shirt.
And then we sat next to probably the drunkest group of old men.
That was Satan's doing.
I'm not talking old men, like cute old men, like, you know, with like walkers and like gray hair. They were like obnoxious.
Like 65, never been married. And
Oh my God. Like cap teeth, just fake tan. And one guy couldn't even barely talk that was behind us. And he just going, yeah. Just kept saying like, all right.
Yeah, they were threatening to kick him out. And then the guy that just decided he was going to sit next to us, like right next to you. Well, like one guy over from you, like he was a hot mess. I thought they were going to kick his ass out. Like just drunk, obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Put him right next to the 2 people. At least we were wearing our recovery shirts. So we could have been like, nah, with us.
Yeah. I just was like shaking my head. Like, and then every single one of the comedians that was up there performing was at one point made comments about these people that were sitting like directly next to us.
Yeah, not good. Not
good.
Like, yeah, and I was kind of worried at the end that, you know, Jay Moore was going to see our shirts and then like asked to be on our podcast, and I was like, oh God, you know, like that's the last thing I need, you know, somebody on the podcast.
No, that would have been awesome. I didn't know that I don't even know what you sure about that stuff. Because he's obviously public about it, that he had an issue with Adderall just recently.
Yeah.
Because I went there with the impression that I know that he had 2 different attempts at sobriety prior to, but that was from like 98.
Oh, he probably had more than that.
Well, I mean, like where he went to rehab and had some substantial sober time.
I mean, who knows? But
anyhow, it is what it is. But yeah, he had said that he was like had just gotten out of rehab just recently. Mm-hmm. So for an Adderall addiction, and
I mean, and you and I, like we can like hear that story, and I think we relate to it and embellish it. Laugh at it a little bit more, because I mean it was funny the stuff he was saying about his roommate. And,
yeah, he's talking about self-care.
Like, hey, if you hear some rubbing, you know, it's and I'm not jacking off. I'm rubbing my feet together. All right,
it helps me sleep. It's self-care.
Yeah, all right, Hector. If you hear some rubbing over here, I am jacking off.
Yeah, it was funny.
I could see him saying that too, and I mean I've had conversations like that with people. Mm-hmm. You know, roommates and stuff in rehab, and
yeah,
you know, that would be fun.
When he first got up there, and I told you, I was like, man, he's like gained some weight, you know, and then he gets up and he's got this like shirt on, and he's like, I started a new diet. It's called Black Shirt. Yeah. And then he goes, no, really, I just, the reason I'm gained 50 pounds is because I just got out of rehab. Mm-hmm. And so like Corey and I are looking at each other like, this shit's funny because like we get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. But I did see him checking out my shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it, he's gonna ask me. He's gonna be like, yo, bro, can I be on your
Who knows?
podcast?
He might have checked it out. You never know.
I'm sure he did. He probably heard about a kind of big deal, you know. Just kidding. Nah. But it was fun, and it was nice to get away and do something. And you know, a lot of people would probably think, ooh, comedy show, I don't know. But no, seriously, it is a lot of fun. And when you notice those people that are sitting right next to you that are so drunk, they're so annoying, you become thankful that's not you anymore. Mm-hmm. because there was a point that was me.
Yeah.
You know, and just for drinking's sake, you know, I didn't see anybody there nodding out or anything, but people that drink, they do go out to events like that, and they do become obnoxious, and that was us at one point. Mm-hmm. So it feels good not to be me anymore, that's for sure. And to be able to do those kind of things now in life is good.
I was more embarrassed for the people that were performing because it's such a small venue. I mean, you get all those kind of people at like big events, right? Like rock concerts or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna. I mean, nobody pays attention. Yeah, they're obnoxious, but like it's not like they're gonna offset the band.
Well, sometimes but it'll be big concert. Yeah, no.
So like, but these guys, I mean, you could at some points, people, you know, you could hear a pin drop, and you got just these annoying people that are screaming obscenities, and I just had to shake my head. That's all I could do.
It was fun though.
It was fun.
Well, that's all we got today, because we got Mama got to go to bed.
Yeah.
Daddy's got to finish that filing cabinet.
Are you seriously going to?
No.
You are.
Tomorrow, if I said that, it's going to be midnight in 4 minutes. So.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Probably not. No, I'll tackle it in the morning. But thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a 217 Recovery app. If you don't have it yet, get it. And I really got to start leading the podcast with that. Mm-hmm. But thanks for everybody who's helped us along the way. You know, Meijer, Walmart, Breaking Alignment Plus, Bell Tire,
Sam's Club. Yes.
Big thanks to Sam's Club. I like them a lot. So thanks for everybody left. If I did leave somebody out, I'm sorry. Thanks for listening.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. Don't forget to check out our special episodes found only on the 217 Recovery app.